Hello everyone, I am Pepino here. Welcome back to your second video of the Elder Scrolls Online. And today we are going to be looking at the Aldmeri Dominion character creation. Here we have our High Elf and Dragon Knight males here. We will randomize a little bit and just take a look at a couple different guys and girls. The High Elves in Skyrim were essentially massive douches if you ever tried to talk to them, which made me not really like them that much, but I don't know. They do look cool, I will give them that, and they were good at magic. I'm assuming it's very similar in this. Yes, they have increased damage with destructive spells and increasing their rate of regaining magicka. I didn't actually look at these racial skills in the last video, but you can see them down here. They have healing and restoration and poison resistance. They have bonuses for that for the Argonians. The Dark Elves have natural agility, giving them bonuses in dual wielding, fire magic, and fire resistance, and the Nords have bonuses with two-handed weapons, health regeneration, and frost resistance. So we got that out of the way. So the High Elves, back to that. We have seen now a couple of the Novice Dragon Knights. Let's take a look at the Veteran gear. That is pretty cool. I will say that. The High Elf shields there. Take a look at the male. Yeah, these guys do look really cool. We'll take a look, switch back to Novice gear and take a look now at the Sorcerers. Here is your High Elf Sorcerer. A couple of randomizations. And the females. There we go. And Veteran gear. There we go. That is the Veteran gear. They have a nice, awesome looking staff and some pretty sick looking robes here. Here's the male. There we go. Ta-da! And moving on to the Nightblade High Elves in Veteran gear. That looks pretty sick. Got double daggers down there. Novice gear. And just as a reminder, these are just previews of what the characters could look like with some basic gear or with some more advanced gear. This isn't exactly what your character is going to look like. And also with these classes, I probably should have mentioned this in the last video, even though certain classes are designed to be used certain ways, you basically can do whatever you want no matter what class you are. So just because you start out as a certain class doesn't mean you have to necessarily stick to that throughout the whole game, or even at all. And here we take a look at the last High Elf class we need to look at, the Templar, in Veteran gear and Novice gear, and the males in Novice and Veteran gear. So there you have the High Elves. Next, we will be moving on to the Wood Elves. They have improved archery, stamina, and stealth, which is similar to the other Elder Scrolls games. And we'll take a look here at the Novice gear for the Dragon Knight. Randomize a couple. And then we will look at the Veteran gear. That is pretty cool. Looks like the helmet is made out of, it almost looks like a skull with the antlers going back, and it looks like some other sort of skull, or at least carving of a skull, is on either shoulder blade. I basically have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just sort of describing what the armor looks like. I don't actually really know much about any of the in-game items. But anyway, the next class, did we look at females in this? I think we did, but maybe not. I can't remember. But there is your female in Veteran gear and Novice gear. customizes. There you go. Alright. Sorcerer. Your Wood Elf Sorcerer female in novice gear. And your male in novice gear. And veteran gear. Got some cool antlers going back here again on the head. And we take a look at the female. There we go, same sort of design there. And next we will take a look at the Night Blades. Here we go, in veteran gear right away, looking badass. Female and male. There. Novice gear. Here we go. And female in novice gear. There we go, that is the Nightblade. And the Templar. Templar female in novice gear. And veteran. And this gear is very similar, at least the headpiece and the chest piece, I think, are very similar to the Dragon Knight, if you look. Different color scheme, but somewhat similar, just something I noticed. And there is the male in veteran gear and novice gear again. So that is the Wood Elves. I think I have gotten everything. I think I didn't miss anything. So next we'll be moving on to my personal favorite in the Aldmeri Dominion, the Khajiits. Alright, here we have a Khajiit male Dragon Knight. And the Khajiits, like I said, are one of my favorite races. My favorite in the Aldmeri Dominion, maybe my favorite in the Elder Scrolls. I just really enjoy them. I think they are badass and awesome. Here's the female. We'll do a couple randomizations so you can take a look at some other things, some other faces and body structures. And here we have the veteran gear for the Dragon Knight, and that is pretty awesome. It's got like the lion face with horns and the hair going back, the mane, that is pretty cool. The moon, the crescent moon shield, which is awesome because the Khajiits worship the moons, I believe. I think that's how it works. If I'm getting that wrong, people who know the lore are probably going to be very mad at me, but I think that's right. And here we'll take a look at the female Khajiit Dragon Knight. There we go. And now the next class is the Sorcerer. And we'll switch to Novice gear right away. And I do really enjoy the Khajiit Sorcerer's Novice gear as well. That Half Moon Staff, I want that. That is a awesome weapon. I love it. But anyway, yes, that is their novice gear. This guy's one-eyed Khajiit. Here we go. And the veteran gear. This is also pretty awesome, and another awesome looking staff. If you can just see the top of it there, I think I can. Is this how I zoom in and out? Nope, I can zoom in. Can I zoom out a little bit? Nope. Alright, whatever. But anyway, there is that. Here's the female Khajiit Sorcerer. There we go. Next, we move on to the Nightblade. In veteran gear, we'll take a look at novice first, though. There is novice gear for your Khajiit female. And the male. Do a couple more randoms just to take a look at some more cool Khajiits. And the veteran gear right there. I like how the helmet has a little bubble for the ears. It's a nice touch. Comfort is important when you're fighting as a Khajiit. You don't want your ears being pushed down by a random helmet that's not made for a cat. So, there we have that. And the Templar. That is also an awesome lion mask for the veteran gear, but again, we'll take a look at novice first. So there we go. A couple randoms here. They have an axe. And the male in novice gear. There we go. And veteran gear. Again, with the awesome lion helmet. Little ear holes again. Alright, there we go. That is the Khajiits, and that is the entire Aldmeri Dominion. Join me next time when we take a look at the final alliance, the Daggerfall Covenant, and after that we will get into the game and actually start playing. So hopefully you're enjoying it so far, and will continue to join me. Bye-bye.